Very good morning to you, dear children. Now, the topic for this week is subject-verb agreement. Children, this topic has been given in your book, um, and it is not covered in detail. So, I'll be covering this topic in detail so that you know what the rules are for this particular topic. Okay, so let's start. Now, children, as you all know, the basic rule of this subject-verb agreement, as we know that agreement means when two people they come down to terms and agreeing means putting their consent together on a single thing. Similarly, the subject and the verb in a sentence, they should agree. Only then we can write correct grammar. So in order to write sentences which are grammatically correct, we should use the subject and verb in agreement with each other. Meaning, now the basic rule, what it means is that in a sentence, the subject should agree with the verb. Agreeing with the verb means that if there is a singular subject, then singular verbs should be used in the sentence. If the sentence has plural subjects, then plural verbs will be used in the sentence. Let me tell you, show this thing with an example. For example, if I say that he is playing. Now, he is a singular subject, alright, and is a verb which is used with a singular subject. But if instead of he I say they, now they is a plural subject, and with they we will not use is, so we say they are playing. So are is a plural subject which is used with a plural, are is a plural verb which is used with a plural subject, that is they. Now children, certain rules of subject agreeing with the verb. I have made this slide so that you just come across with go with the rules that are there in the slide. For example, the pronoun you always takes a plural verb, means that you is considered as always plural. So you is plural, so the verb will also be plural. You were invited to come, you are asked, or you sing well. We do not take you as a singular subject. Next sentence is, if a sentence begins with here or there, the verb agrees with the subject which follows it. Means that if I say here are the ways, now I am talking about the ways, it is plural, so we are going to use are. But if I say there is a huge gap, now huge gap is singular, so we are going to use is. So this verb depends on the subject which follows here and there. If two subjects, one single and one plural, are connected with either or neither nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. Now, children, this again is very important. Is very important, and you should know the difference. Now, when neither and nor are used together, okay, and one is plural and the other is singular. Now, here neither the players nor the coach. Now here coach is singular and players is plural. But what we are going to see, the verb will agree to whichever subject is near to the verb. Now here the verb is. Okay. Here we are going to use is because the subject which is near to the verb is singular. If you look at the other example, either the conductor or the singers. Now singers is plural. Okay. Now this particular subject is near to the verb. So verb is going to agree with this. So if singers it's plural, the verb will also be plural. If here had it been singer only, then the verb would also have been is. That is singular. I hope this is clear. Now moving on to the next one, children. Singular subject followed by intervening words or phrases such as with, as well as, in addition to, So if two singular subjects are joined by these phrases, you have to remember this, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, together with, and no less than, then and always it has to be singular verb. Look at this example. Daddy as well as my brothers. Now, anyone would think that, my brothers and daddy, they are two people and we should use a plural verb, but that's wrong. Because this is joined by as well as, this phrase as well as, it is joined by, daddy and my brothers are joined by as well as. So we are going to use a singular verb here. Jake accompanied by his sisters. Now Jake and his sisters, there are more than two people, but still we are using is. Why? Because these phrases are used, which whenever these phrases are used between two subjects, singular or plural, then always singular verb will be used. Okay, so here you just phrases. Whenever you find such words and phrases, always you have to use singular verb. I hope it is clear. Alright, now the next rule is singular subjects joined by and require a plural verb. Very, very easy. Okay, when I say that my brother and I were playing in the park. So my brother and I, we are two people. So for two we use plural verb. Similarly, Larry and Mercy are reading. My teacher and friend is here. Now here, children, there is a catch. My teacher and friend is here. Now many children would think that my teacher and friend, they are two people, but now here it is only one person. My teacher, who is my friend, is here. That is why we use singular verb. Always remember that with two nouns, if had it been my teacher and my friend, then are would have been here. Alright? Clear, children? So always remember that when two subjects are used and two nouns are used, and if there is no determiner in front of this, only one determiner is there here, my teacher. That's a possessive pronoun. Okay? So my teacher and friend. So here it means that it is only one and the same person. That is why we are using is here. I hope this is clear. It is a very important rule. Now two singular subjects joined by either or, neither nor, take a singular verb. So if they either and or are joined by two singular subjects, like either mommy or daddy is coming with me at the outbound. Okay. So either mommy or daddy. Now mommy is single and daddy is also singular. So that is why we are using is here. So with either or and singular subjects, neither nor or singular subjects, we are going to use singular verb. If a singular subject is followed by a phrase containing a plural noun, okay, for example, if I say one of the boys is yelling so loud, or one of the members is against the rule. Now here, children, just keep this in mind that we are not talking about members. We are talking about one of those members. That is why the verb should be singular. We will not say one of the boys are yelling so loud. Okay? We will always use singular verb. Why? Because the subject here is one, not the boys. Subject here is one and not the members. Alright? Now, with few, both, many, these are indefinite pronouns and they are always used with plural verbs. So, for example, if I say both were asking to be freed. So, both means they are more than two, more than one. So, both were asking, several are seeking, so several means more than one. So, always these words, just take a note of these words, they are always used as plurals. Then, now again, indefinite pronouns like some or most or all, none are singular or plural according to the meaning of the sentence. Now children, if you see the two sentences, there is one difference. Some of the girls were absent. Now if you see, after this indefinite pronoun, I have written a countable noun. Okay, this is a countable noun, girls, and this is plural. So that is why we are using a plural subject, plural noun. Okay, plural verb. Now here in the second sentence, some of the ice cream. Now ice cream is uncountable. Okay, so this is uncountable, and that is why I have used is. So with some, if countable nouns are used, then we are going to use plural, and if with some, if uncountable nouns is used, then we are going to use singular verb. Same goes with most, all, none, and some. Clear? When any of the following indefinite pronouns of the subject is the subject, then the verb is singular, like everybody, each. Now you have to take note of all these: everybody, each, no one, another, anybody, nobody, every. All these indefinite pronouns, when they are treated as subjects, then always singular verb will be used. So every man and woman in this hall. Now man and woman, they are two people. But what is the subject here? Every is the subject. So we are going to use a singular verb, not a plural verb. Clear? Expressions of time and money. Now 2 years is a long time to wait. Now 2 years, if you think 2 years is more than 1 year, so it is plural. But when we talk about expression of time, then we use a singular verb. So 2 years is a long time. We will not say 2 years are a long time to wait. That is wrong. Okay, $1 million was given back to the owner. Okay, it's not verb, was given back. When amount of money refers to separate units like 525 rupees notes. Now 5, if I say this is again a currency, 525 rupee notes were found. Okay, so this here it is 5 is a countable figure and that's plural. Clear? The following words, these words, remember when you must have learned it in class 6-7, the number nouns, and we also learned about some nouns which are always used in plural, like trousers, spectacles, scissors, shears, tongs, pants. Okay. Now, whenever these words are used as subject, okay, we always use a plural noun. The pants are torn into two. But whenever we use the word pair of trousers or the pair of scissors, now pair of scissors is one. So here we are going to use a singular noun. Just see the difference here. If we are going to use the pair with these plural nouns, then it is going to become, if we are going to use singular verb. But if we are going to use only any of these nouns, then always and always plural verb will be used. Clear? Now again children, you must have heard of subjects like physics, mathematics, economics. Now all these subjects, they have an S after in the end. But does that mean that they are plural? No. So many words, even though they end with an S, they are not plural. So they are always considered as singular. So always we say mathematics is my favorite. We will not say mathematics are my favorite just because there is an S with it. Okay. So these all things have to be kept in mind. The latest news is alarming. Now latest news we always use it in this form only, in the singular form only. We never say newses or we never say new. Okay, we always use news only for news. So the latest news is alarming to the public. Clear? Now moving on to the next slide. When the word is preceded by a, it takes a plural verb. When it is preceded by the, it takes a singular verb. A number of students are waiting. The number of students outside is not recorded yet. Now, a number of students are waiting. A number of students here is the pronoun, is the subject. So here we are using plural verb. But if I say the number of students outside, now here the number of students is the subject. So that is why we are using a singular verb with this subject. Moving on to the next one. Now talking about fractions, one half of the cake was consumed. Now fractions is again a part of whole. One fourth, one half, one fourth of the employees were. Okay. Here fractions are used and the verb agrees with the object of the phrase. Whatever is the object of the phrase we are talking about, if that is singular, we are going to use singular verb. If that is plural, we are going to use plural verb. For example, one fourth of the employees were attending the seminar. Employees is plural here. The object of the fraction is plural. So we are using plural verb. Here object of the fraction, one half of the cake. This is singular. Cake is one. That is why we are using a singular verb. These nouns may be singular or plural in meaning. When the noun refers to an organized activity, now athletics, genetics, politics, gymnastics, again they are singular. But when the noun refers to an organized activity, it is singular. When the noun refers to activities of individuals within a group or to varied activities, it is plural. Look at the difference now. Gymnastics is very popular among girls. The gymnastics shown in the field today were outstanding. Why does use were here? Because it is talking about the activities of individuals within a group. Okay? This thing you have to keep in mind. You have to go by the sense of it. Now names of countries like Philippines, Bahamas, these they end with S. But we never say Philippines are a wondrous place. Or Bahamas have beautiful beaches. The Bahamas has beautiful beaches. Clear? Now adjectives used as nouns are considered plural. The poor are to be helped. Now the poor is here. It is they are adjectives which are used as nouns. The efficient. So again a noun. Though all those who are efficient. Okay. So the efficient are what this country needs. Now children, these few nouns I have written. Collective nouns like company, group, committee, crowd, jury, flock, team. These can be used both singular or plural depending upon whether the individuals are acting individually or collectively. For example, the committee is against the plan. Now here acting collectively, committee is acting collectively, so it is against the plan. But when all the committee members are acting individually, we say the committee are of different opinion. Means here we say that the members of the committee are of different opinion. So we can use both is and are depending upon what sense in which the speaker is speaking. Okay. Another word which you can add is police. Police is also one noun which we can use singular also, plural also. Mathematical expressions, we always say 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 and 3 are 10. 5 times 2 are 10. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay. The following expressions are accepted. Now titles of books. Now Great Expectations is a must read novel. In Dreams Begin Responsibilities is story by D. Schwartz. Alright. So here the names of the book might be ending by with S, but doesn't mean that they are plural. So we are going to use the plural verb, singular verb. Name of the organization, take a singular verb when the whole organization is referred to. Like if I say, here I've taken a name which is an American name, Lopez and Sons. Now this is a one entity, one organization taken as one. Then we are using singular verb. But when we are using as verb with different members like Lopez and Sons, there are two people here. Then we use plural verb. Clear? Now, if a sentence, I think this is the last rule, children, that if a sentence begins with it, okay, always and always we use singular verb. Even if the subject that follows a verb is plural. It is the schools which must assume the responsibility. Now, even if we hear it is plural, but because it is there in the subject, we will always use a singular verb. It is us who must take care of the environment. Children, I think I have covered this topic in detail, and I will be giving you a few exercises to be done in the book. I would be asking you to complete all the exercises, maybe some 4-5 exercises to be done in the book, which you can do it in your summer vacation. Okay, we are going to discuss it when the school reopens. Do it with a pencil only in the book. Okay. Also, the homework that I gave you, just give the homework that I give you. Update your registers when the school reopens. Get your work updated. Thank you.